Right now at 6, a winter storm will sweep across Wisconsin, and depending where you live, snow totals could range from an inch up to a foot. And highway crews, they are preparing for the worst. A plow driver shortage in Eau Claire could make keeping up with that storm nearly impossible.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
And thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Amy DuPont. Get out your shovel. That snow is headed our way, possibly a lot of snow. News 8 Now meteorologist Eric Dean is tracking it all for us.
All right, good evening, Amy. Good evening, everybody. Hey, we've got a lot to talk about. Here we go. Winter storm warning is in effect. For the majority of the News 8 Now viewing area, this goes in from 9 o'clock tonight until tomorrow. For the following counties, please pay very close attention: Rusk, Chippewa, Dunn, Pepin, Eau Claire, Clark, Jackson, Trempealeau, Buffalo, Monroe, Adams, and Juneau. If you're in one of those counties I just listed, you are under a winter storm warning that starts at 9 o'clock tonight. Winter weather advisory is in effect for Wabasha, Winona, La Crosse, Vernon, and Richland. Again, starts at 9 tonight and goes throughout the day on Thursday. Right now, the radar scan, we're seeing a little bit of snow across portions of Rusk County, otherwise rain from Chippewa County down to portions of Trempealeau County, and that's just the precursor of what's to come. As for today, we made it into the 30s and 40s. Across made it to 41, 36 in Eau Claire, 37 Winona, 37 Red Wing, 36 was the high in Preston, 39 was the high in Decorah. Decorah, you're at 37 right now. We're seeing temperatures staying in the 30s, even low 40s. 43 is the temperature in Boscobel, 43 in Prairie du Chien, but you factor in that wind chill, it feels like temperatures are in the 20s and 30s. This is a number you want to dress for if you have any plans for the evening and overnight hours. Now, one thing to note, make sure if you have any plans to download that free News 8000 First Warn Weather app. That is a free app on the App and Play Store to receive the latest information for your area. We're going to time everything out hour by hour in the First Warn forecast coming up in a few minutes. Amy, over to you.
Thank you so much, Eric. Well, as you can imagine, the Wisconsin State Patrol is reminding drivers about the dangers of when these storms happen and what happens when you speed during them. News 8 Now's Due Esrar spoke to a trooper who says if you're in a crash, you may have to wait hours for help.
Amy, around this time last year, snowy conditions resulted in a 50-vehicle crash on I-94 in Jackson County. Roughly 15 people were injured and many more spent hours waiting for help. Wisconsin State Trooper Nathaniel Hausman says if drivers are not prepared, a similar crash could happen.
Winter storm warning, winter weather advisory is in effect.
When severe weather is on the way,
Wintry mix and ice.
The only thing you can do before it arrives is to be prepared. In Eau Claire, state and local officials are preparing for the worst.
Snow rates are so dramatic at an inch per hour, we cannot keep up with that.
Eau Claire County Highway Commissioner John Johnson says because of a staffing shortage, every person in his department will be working 18 hours, the maximum number allowed.
Yeah, we're anticipating with all our staffing that we're going to exhaust that resource with their ability to work that long.
If the storm continues, some county roads in Eau Claire may not get plowed right away.
The challenge with this event is if it continues on, we will have significant levels of service, reductions in certain areas where we don't have people available.
Wisconsin State Trooper Nathaniel Hausman says in severe winter weather, the possibility of a car crash increases.
There was over 15,000 crashes between November and April.
While snowplows head out, there are things drivers can do to keep everyone safe.
So one thing that viewers need to do, one thing that I expect a viewer to do, first of all, make sure you have a winter weather kit in your car.
Trooper Hausman says a winter weather kit will keep you safe until help can arrive.
Situations like what happened up in Jackson County last year, it can take us a long time to get to. You might be stuck out there for a couple hours.
If you're out on the road, drive slowly.
No place is that important to where you have to drive that fast in this type of weather,
so that everyone can get home safely. Now, if you do get stuck in the snow or are involved in a crash, the Wisconsin State Patrol says do not get out of your car to look for help. Officials say one of the best ways to stay safe is to remain in your car and wait for that help to arrive. Amy, back to you.
All right, thank you, Dua. And of course, you can download the News 8 weather app to find out what the road conditions will be like in your neighborhood. Wisconsin is one step closer to strengthening PFAS rules. The DNR board voted unanimously to move forward and create rules for PFAS in groundwater. Now, earlier this year, regulators adopted rules for drinking water and surface water, but failed to adopt those groundwater standards over concerns about the cost. So that meant Wisconsinites who are drinking water from a private well were not covered. If the groundwater standards are adopted, it will roughly take 2 years for those rules to be finalized. The Jackson County couple charged with child sex crimes will go to trial. During a court appearance today, Casey and Jennifer Zilmer both entered a not guilty plea to all the charges. That couple is facing a combined 12 felonies, most involving children. Casey Zilmer is still being held in the Jackson County Jail. Jennifer is free on bond. Using your credit card is going to get even more expensive, and new data from a major credit bureau says more and more people will struggle to pay those bills on time or at all. Executives at TransUnion are collecting credit data to forecast the challenges consumers are going to face next year, and they project consumers will still get access to loans and credit cards, but more payment delinquencies will pop up. One official says now is the time to be on the lookout for your mail and email from your credit card company.
Now is probably a time to look at it because they need to give you 45, 60-day notice that they're going to raise your interest rate. And so that makes a difference of whether you carry a balance or not, or how much balance you carry.
TransUnion also conducted some consumer surveys, and it found 52% of Americans, especially millennials and Gen Zs, are optimistic about their financial future, but most consumers expect a recession sometime next year. It is the season of giving, and the La Crosse Salvation Army knows that all too well. With the help of the community, workers and volunteers distributed gifts and food baskets today to more than 400 families. Angel Tree Distribution Day is an exciting time for families, and it is also a special time for Salvation Army employees. They say handing out the gift bags and seeing the families' reactions is the best part.
It's just wonderful because you could see it on their faces that they're very appreciative and how much this is going to help them. And we as workers and volunteers, we get to experience that joy with them. And this is that season of joy.
And the nonprofit warmed even more hearts this year. Volunteers helped 100 additional families than it did in 2021.
A lick on a peppermint stick. Well, he'll come a-flying from a higher place, oh yeah.
The La Crosse Symphony is hosting an American Christmas for its annual concert this Friday and Saturday. Each year, the group highlights a local talent, and this year's concert will feature this group, the La Crosse Barbershop Quartet, called Coulee Classics. The group's lead singer says performing with his friends in his hometown feels just right.
I've grown up within the performing arts groups in the La Crosse area, and so it just seemed like a perfect partnership now that we, as a quartet, Coulee Classic, are together to join forces and share the stage together.
They sound pretty good too. The quartet isn't the only local act hitting the stage. The La Crosse Symphony Orchestra will close out the concert each night. After the break, a close friend of the woman found dead in a La Crosse park is speaking out. She says the victim's death could have been prevented.
Coulee Auto Service Center is ready to handle any of your repairs. From suspension and brakes to routine maintenance, we've got the certified technicians to care for you and your vehicle. Honest, friendly, and dependable team to get you back on the road quickly. Conveniently located at 700 Monitor Street or online at CouleeAuto.com. Coulee Auto Service Center. Service you need, care you deserve.
Upgrade any space and maximize storage with great closet systems at Menards. Make your storage your own with Dakota Closets. They feature a great selection of custom sizes and styles to match your specific needs. Dakota Closets are easy to set up and are great for hanging clothes and storing accessories in any room of your house. Save big money on Dakota Closets. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
You want to join our rewards program? Collect hot dog points to unlock access to our VIP lounge.
That doesn't seem very...
rewarding. With the BMO Savings Builder account, you get a cash reward for every month you save.
Wait, so you're going to reward me for saving my own money?
You got it. A little incentive to help you get into the habit of saving.
That sounds great, but do you have VIPs?
Yeah, absolutely. We call them customers.
When a bank helps you make real financial progress, that's the BMO effect.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
It's been about a month since La Crosse police discovered the body of a woman in Cameron Park. Her name was Eve Mulak. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen met with her loved ones who believe her death could have been prevented.
Amy, Eve Mulak's family believes she died from an untreated infection. That's one reason they're sharing her story. What's most important to them is honoring Eve for the person she really was.
We all search for a place to just be. Eve Mulak found peace at her bench.
That was where she felt safest in the world.
Eve's friend, Sarah Reps Fleitner, remembers her well.
I saw her light, and it was beautiful. And we've had those moments over the years.
By the time Eve was in her early 20s, she was struggling with mental illness and her diagnosis of bipolar schizoaffective disorder.
She started hearing voices that she couldn't ignore. Her family would get her some help, and then she'd be great. But it was never back to here. New normal was here.
Last fall, when she wasn't taking her meds, Eve was hospitalized. She hit a nurse and was arrested. While in jail, Sarah says Eve was somehow injured and had an open wound. It got infected. Eve's family hasn't received her autopsy results, but believe the infection, combined with a lack of care, led to her death.
Everybody that knew and loved Eve knew exactly where she was, and we told them exactly where to find her. We knew where she was. She never strayed from that bench. If she was nowhere, she was at that bench.
Sarah is angry with the La Crosse County Aging and Disability Resource Center.
I do believe that La Crosse County Aging and Disability completely dropped the ball on that.
Sarah says Eve was their client. Before Eve's death, her family asked the agency to check on her. Sarah says no one from the agency followed through.
When I saw the news and I saw the bench and it listed a 49-year-old woman had passed, then I saw the tarps.
News 8 Now asked the agency's executive director to respond. A county spokesman said they had no comment.
They're not getting the help they need, and then they end up falling through the cracks and sitting on a bench, then dying there.
Sarah is sharing Eve's story in an effort to stop another person from falling through the cracks. And
she mattered. It wasn't, she wasn't just a dead person in the park.
To remind everyone she can that beneath mental illness is someone who is loved.
I want her to be remembered for her light days and not her dark days.
Eve's family started a campaign in her memory. They made bracelets that say, "You matter, she mattered."
Wow, thank you, Emily. And Eve's family plans to raise money to help those in need. They recently spent roughly $1,000 from Eve's estate to buy tarps and ropes for other unsheltered people. Well, coming up, a Westby nursing home making the holidays magical. News 8 Now is there as Santa and one of his young reindeer came for a visit.
And in the world of weather, we have a winter storm warning and winter weather advisory on the map. We'll plot everything out hour by hour on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Taco John's Family Pack in a Pound is not just for families. It's also the chillin' with the crew pack in a pound. For just $19, this deal's tough to beat, no matter who you call family. The Family Pack in a Pound, only at Taco John's.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
Come celebrate the 28th annual Rotary Lights display at Riverside Park. 3 million lights, live nativity, ice rink, and much more. Bring a non-perishable food item. The purpose of Rotary Lights is to feed the hungry of the Cooley region. Catch the String Ties popular Christmas concert December 15th and 16th at the Pump House. A fresh and heartwarming bluegrass take on the melodies of the season.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer on select Ford vehicles. Choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. So much. And that's how Ford is helping you. I'm proud of you, kid. Shine bright. For a limited time, get a no-charge 3-year, 30,000-mile premium maintenance plan when you purchase most new Ford vehicles. See your Northland Ford dealer today.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with La Crosse Fireplace Company and receive 26% federal tax credit. Wood stoves with a modern style like the Quadrifire or the classic look from Vermont Castings. La Crosse Fireplace Company has the stove to fit your style and needs. Purchase before the end of the year and receive a 26% federal tax credit on the entire package and installation. La Crosse Fireplace Company, because your place is by the fire.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sue Colby's experience, the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColby's.com or pick them up at Sue Colby's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Feliz Navidad.
Light up the season with Nachos Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. Prospero año.
From the bottom of our hearts, happy holidays from Taco John's.
All right, here we go. Here's the latest advisory map. First of all, the area shaded in pink. This is a winter storm warning. The area shaded in purple is a winter weather advisory. Let's go ahead and break everything down now. Winter storm warning is in effect until tomorrow for Rusk, Chippewa, Dunn, Pepin, Eau Claire, Clark, Jackson, Trempealeau, Buffalo, Monroe, Juneau, and Adams. Again, if you're in one of those counties, you are under a winter storm warning that starts tonight at 9 o'clock and goes throughout the day on Thursday. The area is shaded in purple. Winter weather advisory for Wabasha, Winona, La Crosse, Vernon, and Richland County. Again, it starts at 9 o'clock tonight and goes throughout the day tomorrow. So let's go ahead and get into the nitty-gritty, shall we? The timing. Advisories begin at 9 o'clock this evening. The heavier snow amounts will be north of La Crosse, where we have that winter storm warning. The main impacts: low visibility and slick roadways. And please, again, allow yourself extra time to get from point A to point B tomorrow, not just tomorrow, but Friday as well. Now would be a good time to make sure you have that free News 8000 First Warn Weather app on your device to receive the latest information for your area. Later on tonight, I will be posting an updated webcast on there. Outside right now, we have cloudy skies at the airport. Temperature is 40 degrees. It feels like 40 because our winds are very light out of the east-southeast at 3 miles per hour. In Eau Claire, good evening to you guys. You're at 36 degrees, but with the winds picking up out of the east at 18 miles per hour, this is the number you want to dress for, that 26-degree temperature. The radar scan, Rusk County, you can see over towards Ladysmith. Look at this right there. You see that little transition from rain to snow right over Ladysmith, and this has just been hovering back and forth through Ladysmith over the past several minutes. We pull out and take a look at the big picture from, let's say, south of Eau Claire to La Crosse over towards Viroqua. We're getting a break in the precip. Same story for portions of Winneshiek and Allamakee County, but that's just a precursor of what's to come, ladies and gentlemen, because here's the setup. You can see all this moisture is wrapping its way around this low pressure system. So this low pressure system is going to push its way through, and it's going to really increase the precip chances starting tonight. Now, the same system, that same low pressure system, it's also responsible for parts of this over towards the Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia area, where some places have seen definitely some funnel clouds and even reported tornadoes. So a very scary situation across the Gulf Coast. Right now, we're seeing temperatures in the 30s and 40s, 20s from Bismarck down to Pierre. 32 is the current temperature in Denver, but you factor in that wind chill. Look at the feels like temperature down to 5 in Pierre. Now, why am I showing that? Because that, my friends, is what is to come as we go into the weekend. So let's go ahead and time everything out. using Sky Tracker. We'll go ahead and start the clock. By 10 o'clock, the majority of us will see rain. By the 1, 2 o'clock time frame, that's when everybody in the News 8 Now viewing area will see snow. And once it starts, it's not stopping until we get into your Friday. Here's 5 o'clock Friday night. It's continuing across the Coulee region. Just watch this low as it just sits here and spins and slowly moves its way off towards the east. By Friday night, we're still going to see snow. Now, the question is, how much can we expect? Well, this is the latest thinking right now. From Ladysmith down to over towards the Sparta area, Volk Field, looks like a good 8 to 12 inches. Not out of the question. Viroqua, 12 to 16. I think that's a little bit excessive. Decorah, so Winneshiek and Alameda County, 4 to 8 inches, but look at extreme northeastern Alameda County towards the New Albany area. You guys are right around that 4 to 8 to 8 to 12 inch threshold, so this is something we really have to keep an eye on. Any shift 10 miles means a lot of difference, no matter how you slice and dice it. So upper 20s, low 30s for tonight. Rain turning into mixed precip, snow accumulation less than an inch. The balance of the 8th day really quick has temperatures going into the 30s for Friday, teens for Sunday and Monday, and that trend continues Tuesday through Thursday. So the bottom line, stay safe and bundle up.
Oh boy, 8 to 12 inches. All right, thanks,
Yeah,
Eric.
you
We'll
bet.
be checking back in with you soon. Okay, so here's a fun story to end our show with. Residents of Northland Nursing Home in Westby welcomed some special guests today. Santa brought one of his young reindeer to meet everyone at that Westby facility. Residents and staff got to pet and hang out with the reindeer while having their picture taken. Recreational therapists say events like these create priceless memories.
Since the residents are here, they're not able to get outside a lot and into the community as much. So being able to bring them here into the facility just means the world to them. I know that, especially with COVID, it's been hard. So doing this extra special Christmas event will be really special to them.
Today's event was made possible thanks to a generous anonymous donor. And those residents' families were also welcome to come and have a little fun with Santa and his reindeer. Coming up in sports, the World Cup final is all set for Saturday. Plus, one of the area's best athletes will be taking her talents east. Find out where the Hilltoppers plans to pursue her college career. Robson next with sports.
Continual growth brings new opportunities at the Board Store Home Improvements. Now hiring carpenters, window and door installers, floor or tile installers. Apply today.
Happy holidays from Ashley. This holiday season, celebrate the magic of home. And right now, you can bring home everything on your wish list and pay no interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase and no money down. Visit your local Ashley store or shop online today.
Let's get together for Christmas. Oh, let's be together this year. 'Cause it's been way too long. Let's sing a happy song. Sharing the love and all that Christmas cheer. Oh, let's get together for Christmas. Let's get the whole gang together. Let's get together this year.
Cedar Creek now offers Trackman golf simulators. So real, you'll think you're there. Trackman uses Doppler radar to improve your game shot after shot and lower your score. Golf, some of the most iconic courses in the world. Sign up today. Winter leagues start in January. Tee times booked online only. The season continues.
Wintertime and time for the winter hat. If you pass our way, you know we change the hat from time to time. Visit our showroom and you will see the many changes outside and in. What has not changed in 33 years is our goal to offer quality products and expert installation at fair prices. Today, over 70 strong, the Board Store remains true to that goal. Superior quality, fair prices. Windows and doors, kitchens, bathrooms, sunrooms and decks, flooring and tile. Improving your home, improving your life. The Board Store Home Improvements.
This holiday season, Ashley is here to help you get the best sleep of your life. Right now, pay no interest for 60 months with no minimum purchase and no money down on all mattress purchases. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. For better sleep and savings, visit your local Ashley store or shop online today.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
One of our area's best athletes is heading to the next level. She's done it all for Onalaska over the last 2 years, and now Michaela Karkuf has officially decided on her next chapter. The senior making it official on Wednesday. Friends, family, teammates, coaches all gathering inside the Hilltopper room at Onalaska High as Kharkov signs her letter of intent to pursue Division I soccer at Florida International University. The three-sport athlete came over from Hawaii 2 years ago. Over that span, Kharkov has excelled in the classroom and on the field, track, cross country, and soccer, the sport she'll pursue when she heads out east to start her college career. Kharkov says being from a warm climate made the decision of choosing FIU an easy one.
Coming here really just showed me that I was not made for the cold weather. So I kind of knew where I wanted to play at. So Florida, I was looking at schools in Florida. I came across this school and it was just amazing, from the coaching staff, the team. I came back last year from the camp and I was like, I know where I want to be, and that was FIU.
And besides soccer, Kharkov will be studying to become a registered dietitian at FIU. Shifting gears to the hardwood, the UWL men's basketball team will look to bounce back tonight at home. The Eagles dropped their first game of the season over the weekend, 67-64 against Trine. UWL came into that matchup undefeated and ranked third in D3. The loss drops the Eagles back to number 7 in the country, but they'll have a chance to right that ship tonight at home against St. Mary's out of Minnesota. The Cardinals are 2-5 so far this season, so we'll see if the Eagles can get back on track. I'll have those highlights for you coming up tonight at 10. As for the Viterbo men's basketball team, the V-Hawks win streak also snapped over the weekend as they fell in Chicago. But good news for the squad, they're back at home tonight where they haven't lost all season. Viterbo a perfect 5-0 on its home court this year. V-Hawks taking down UW River Falls last Wednesday night at home. Tonight they'll be looking for some payback against the team they lost to over the weekend as St. Xavier comes into town. Tip-offs at 7. I'll have those highlights as well at 10. That'll do it for sports. We'll be right back.
Pilgrims was great. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, they united around me from HR down to the people on the floor. They helped me get through the rough times. Pilgrims is not just a job, it's a career path.
This weekend, it's Hy-Vee's Big Pop Sale, Friday through Sunday, featuring 6-packs of your favorite Pepsi products, just $1.99. You heard that right, 6-packs for only $1.99. Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, Cherry Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Mug Root Beer, Sierra Mist, Orange Crush, and more. This weekend, all just $1.99 a 6-pack. Get your holiday guests their favorite drinks. 6 packs of Pepsi products, only $1.99, and only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Wesco is overstacked and ready to sell, sell, sell. This month only, buy 1 piece of furniture at regular price, get the second of equal or lesser value half off. Buy 2 pieces of furniture at a regular price, get the third of equal or lesser value 75% off. Buy 3 pieces of furniture at a regular price, get the 4th piece of equal or lesser value absolutely free. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Working Pilgrims has been working super nice, very convenient for me and my family. Especially in this job, I have a CDL driver license. Pilgrims is more than a job, it's a career path.
Here's like a forecast for tomorrow. We're going to hover right around that freezing mark. We'll keep the precip chances in the forecast. Please allow yourself extra time to get from point A to point B. Next 8 days, guys, we are dropping into the teens on the high end.
Get that weather up. News8000.com will point you in the right direction. We'll see you at 10.